WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out.
This is WON Brooklyn.
On an overcast, rainy day here in the state of Arizona, WON Sports presents White Sox Baseball Spring Training 2020. Today is our first gamecast live on WON Channel 9 as the defending world champion New York White Sox take on the Colorado Rockies. Good afternoon, everybody, from All-American Ballpark, the new spring training facility for the New York White Sox. This is yours truly, Jonathan Rios, as the defending world champion New York White Sox take the field to take on the Colorado Rockies in a Cactus League battle. The starting lineups for today's contest for the Colorado Rockies, you have K-Line, BLACKMON, Snyder, NOLAN, Story, Konerko, Dahl, and you know the rest. On the mound is the Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. So far in the spring, one start, no record, ERA of 2.25. You will see a rotation of many players in and out of this lineup today, as you'll see in all spring training games. And as he finishes up his warm-up tosses, let's take a look at the Sox defense for this afternoon's contest. You have Griffey, Jackson, and the new guy, Jock Peterson, in the outfield. The infield is Larkin, Alomar, Mattingly. Third is Boggs. Gaddis is the catcher. And that's it. From All-American Ballpark, the new spring training facility of the New York White Sox, and Al K-Line will be at the plate for Colorado so far this spring. .429 average with 1 home run and 5 runs batted in. Guidry is set, K-Line is set, and so are we. Here we go. First pitch of the ball game, a ground ball to third. Easy play for Wade. 1 pitch and 1 away.
Batting second, the designated hitter.
So a good start to this ball game on the first pitch that K-Line sees. He grounds it to third. Here's BLACKMON, .333 average, 1 home run, 4 runs batted in so far in spring training. It is raining steadily here in All-American Ballpark, as that's outside for a ball. This is the 10th season of New York White Sox baseball on WON. The 10th season the Sox have played as a New York team, thanks to MLB The Show's ability to give us classic stadiums. And obviously, as many of you have watched over the years, our classic home stadium is Old Yankee Stadium. And that's why the White Sox play in New York. That's why they're called the New York White Sox, for those who have just joined us for the very first time. And they wear nothing but retro jerseys, whether it's the 1983 White Sox jersey, as it's a line drive catch by Mattingly to retire BLACKMON. A little bit of history on our coverage of the Sox. The Sox used to wear the red pinstripe uniforms from 2010 to 2012, and then when the 1983 jersey was available, we decided to have them wear those jerseys, and they've been wearing them ever since. Although for 2020, we will be rotating. You'll see a lot of the team wear the 83 jerseys, as that's popped up in the end of third base side. Boggs is there, and we'll continue the jersey conversation in a matter of moments, as there's a 1-2-3 inning put out there by Guidry. Nothing across, Rockies nothing. Sox coming to bat. Look at the manager of the New York White Sox and a look at the 2020 batting lineup for the spring training Sox. You got Jock, Rob, Don, Reggie, Ken, Keith, Barry, Wade, and Evan. And on the mound for Colorado this afternoon is German Marquez. So far, 0-1 in the spring. This was his first start. His ERA is way up there at 9.00. 4 innings pitched, 8 hits surrendered so far in the spring. Let's take a look at the Rockies' defense for this afternoon's contest as the rain continues to fall here in spring training. We'll see if there'll be any stoppage of play. You got Dahl, Snyder, Kaline, Kipnis, Konerko, Story, Arenado, and Pena. Well, getting back to the jersey thing, this year, obviously they'll still wear the 1983 uniforms if it's available in MLB The Show 20. As you see, Jock Peterson so far this spring, 286, 2 home runs, 2 runs batted in. And they'll also be wearing the 1971 or 72 red pinstripes in honor of the 10-year anniversary of New York White Sox baseball. Jock lines it but fouls, strike one. So you'll see a rotation throughout the year of jerseys between the 83 jersey and the 72 jersey. 0-1 on Jock Peterson, one of the new faces of this Sox club, trying to make the ball club. No guarantee a lot of these players will be with this team in 2020. There's a fly ball into right field. That's carrying a long way, and it is gone. So long, farewell. What looked like a routine fly ball with the wind and the rain. The ball kept on carrying and carrying. Home run number 3 of the spring for Jock Peterson, and the Sox have a 1-0 lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Jock Peterson, this budge for you. What a good piece of hitting by Jock Peterson on that pitch. And here it is on replay. To the naked eye, I didn't think that ball was going to carry, but it did. And it's a home run. It's a 1-0 Sox lead. And here's Roberto Alomar.
The second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
First pitch is deep to right field. That ball is carrying a long way. And that ball is gone. Back-to-back go the White Sox. First Jock Peterson, and now Roberto Alomar, screaming line drive bullet. His 3rd home run of the spring, and it's a 2-0 Sox lead. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Roberto Alomar, this bud for you. And in a spring training game, this crowd is getting into it, fired up. A good crowd on hand. That ball was lined like a bullet, and you knew that ball was going to carry. He's got a great baseball swing where the ball is just loud when it comes off the bat. Here is Mattingly. We'll tell you Donnie's stats in a moment if we have a chance.
Mattingly.
On the ground, base hit into right field, so we will not have a chance to give you the stats of Don Mattingly. What we can tell you is that there's a man at first with 2 runs in and nobody out here in the first.
The right fielder, Reggie.
So the Sox already in season mode, which is pretty remarkable, and are already hitting the baseball all over the place. Here's Reggie Jackson. 2-0 Sox on back-to-back home runs. Still nobody out, and a man's at first base. And a drive into right center field, but right there is the center fielder, Duke Snyder, who makes the catch for out number 1.
Batting 5th.
To the dismay of
Fielder,
Reggie Jackson, there's Duke, the former Brooklyn Dodger,
Junior.
a legend now available in the MLB The Show Legends Pack. And coming to the batter's box is the home run king, Ken Griffey Jr., 269 average, 4 home runs, 8 runs batted in so far in the spring. The infield is in, the outfield is very, very deep. One out, 1 on, 2 runs in. Marquez getting the sign from his catcher, he's ready. And a 1-out delivery. Pulled to deep right field. That ball's got a chance. It's off the top of the wall. And as a base running blunder by the Sox, they're going to get a double play possibly. They'll only get 1 at third to have no clue where Mattingly was staying at second. A base running mistake by Donnie costs the Sox an out. 2 outs, and here's Keith Hernandez. Average at 500, no home runs, at 4 runs batted in. That is an unfortunate base running mistake. That's something you got to work on in the spring, and hopefully the Sox do work on that. Saw too many of that last year. Keith hits it high in the air to right field. Going back is the outfielder, looking up, it's off the top of the wall again. In to score is Griffey Jr. as Hernandez scoots into second base for the RBI double, and it's a 3-0 White Sox lead.
The shortstop, Barry.
Pretty good piece of hitting by Keith Hernandez. hoping to make this ball club and now here's Barry Larkin. 2 outs, 3 runs in, a man's at second base. The pitch on the way, hit on the ground to short. Throw to first, in time, side retired, but not before the Sox scored 3 runs, 2 off home run balls hit by Peterson and Roberto. At the end of 1, it's the Sox 3 and the Rockies nothing. Back at Olympic Ballpark in Arizona, or Nevada, wherever it's located. Looks like it's Arizona, but we'll call it Arizona. Nolan ARENADO, who has been in the conversation of trades throughout the offseason and still is going on in spring training. Looks at the first pitch delivered by Guidry and chops one to first. Apparently it's a flyout. It is a flyout, and it's the first out of the second inning. Many trade talks. Obviously, Nolan not happy with the direction that Colorado is going. We've heard links to the Yankees. We've heard links to St. Louis. But still nothing has been set in stone. But the rumors are still swirling. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the preseason. Here is Trevor Story. Nobody on base. 1 out here in the second inning. See how long Guidry will go in this contest. It's a slider, swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Pulled to right field. That could fall. But right there is Reggie. He's got it for out number 2.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Paul.
First of 4 preseason games we'll bring you here on W.O.N Sports. We count you down to the 2020 regular season. Here's the former White Sox, Paul Konerko. First baseman for the Colorado Rockies, a White Sox legend, obviously in real life. But in this game, he plays for a different team. He's part of the Legends Pack, a possibly future Hall of Famer. No question about it. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and now it's 0-2 on Paulie. Guidry set at the belt, 2 outs, bases empty, 3-0 White Sox here. In the second inning of play, and the 0-2, fouled away, we'll do it again. Guidry set again, the 0-2 delivery, fly ball to left field, hooking toward the corner, but it is foul. He was bidding on a home run, but missed it wide left. Again, the 0-2. Struck him out on the inside corner, and Paulie knew it. Side retired. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0. Sox lead. Wade Bogg will be the batter. Boggs hitting at .364 so far in the spring. 1 home run and 1 run batted in. No stolen base so far in the spring. And why would you? First pitch by Herman, hot shot off his leg, right to the catcher. Holy cow, and he got him! A kick save and a beauty. Even in the spring, now you got to hope that the pitcher Moncanez is okay. Well, that was a kick save and a beauty. New Jersey Devils could use a goalie like him. Holy cow. Still able to get that out. And now bring up Evan Gattis, hitting a .187 so far in the spring. He has struggled in the early going, but again, this is spring training where you work out the kinks. But obviously every player's goal is to make the big ball club. There's no guarantee in this kind of stuff. There's a long shot to left, forget it. Kiss it goodbye, so long, farewell, into the deep seats and left. And Gattis, even in the spring, showing off. Wow. It's a little bit too much there in spring, but it is the spring. It's a 4-0 Sox lead, and fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Evan Gattis, maybe there's been too much buzz for you, but we'll give it to you anyway. Let's see where this ball landed. That ball was destroyed at the moment it hit off the bat. It hit off the scoreboard. That is a launch job. That's the 3rd home run of this game. And the 4th run scored by the Sox. Here's Jock Peterson, who scored the 1st run of the game. And lines one to right field. Coming on is the right fielder. He'll make the catch. That's Al Kaline. And there's out number 2 here in the 2nd inning.
The second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
So here's Roberto Alomar, who also homered his last time up, hitting at 462. Switch hitter batting left-handed here this afternoon as the rain continues to fall here at All-American Ballpark. The pitch on the way. Shot right to the second baseman. They'll get the out, and this inning is over. But not before. Evan Gattis goes downtown with an absolute monster. At the end of 2, it's the Sox 4 and the Rockies nothing. Dale will be the batter, or Dahl, hitting at 429 so far in the spring with no home runs and 2 runs batted in and 1 stolen base. As we reach the 3rd inning of play in the spring training contest between the New York White Sox and the Colorado Rockies. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, bringing you our first baseball game cast of the season on WON Sports, on WON Channel 9 YouTube. Certainly hope to bring you more of these game casts for many years to come. Obviously, we all know about the YouTube policies and everything going on. Very confusing. We certainly hope our game casts are, not affected by a lot of these changes as we do the best we can. This is targeted for adults, not for kids, because this is, you could say, a play-by-play reel. But again, we'll keep an eye on that. But we're looking forward to bringing you many, many game casts on in 2020 here on WON Sports as David strikes out swinging. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Ron Guidry. It'll be interesting to see how long he will continue to go, but so far he looks like he's in regular season shape. Here's Jason Kipnis, the former Cleveland Indian, hitting at 261 with no home runs and 2 runs batted in. Obviously, when we get MLB The Show 20, which I've already pre-ordered, many of the roster and the lineup will look totally different. Could be new additions, we shall see, but we're going to bring you at least 2 games, spring training games, powered by MLB 19 The Show, and then we'll see what happens in MLB 20, but we'll certainly keep you abreast of what's going on in our plans. Kipnis in an 0-1 count. The 0-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. That was right on his chest nearly. A slider up there. Hit the strike zone, but Jason swung on it, and now he's in an 0-2 situation. Oh, 2 delivery. Line right to Mattingly. He'll take care of it. 2 down here in the 3rd inning.
Batting 9, the catcher, Manny.
Great facility for this White Sox club to play their spring training games this year. Obviously, if MLB The Show 20 doesn't have this park, we'll have to look for another one, as Manny Pena will come in the bat, hitting at 273 with 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Guidry set at the line here. And the 2-out delivery hit hard on the ground right to the shortstop Barry. He's got to hurry. He does. Makes the throw. And Manny makes the play. Side retired. No hits, no runs. We have played 2.5 at All-American Park. It's the Sox 4 and the Rockies nothing. John Mattingly, who singled back in the first and unfortunately made a base-running blunder, steps in here in the bottom of the inning. Bottom of the 3rd, to be exact. It's a 4-0 Sox lead. 3 home runs hit by the Sox. On the ground, foul, strike 1. Herman set. And the 0-1. On the ground to second base. Played there by the second baseman of Colorado. Makes the play to first, Konerko. And there's 1 down here in the 3rd inning.
Now batting.
And I'll bring up the meat of this order, which already has been the meat. Mattingly was one part of the meat. And now here comes the big one. Reggie Jackson. who lined out back in the first to dead center. Marquez set at the belt. And a one-out delivery to Jackson on the ground again to the second baseman. Easy play to first. There, 2 away. So Jackson 0 for 2 in this contest this afternoon as the rain continues to fall at All-American Park.
Junior.
Here's Ken Griffey Jr. hitting at .296 with 4 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Doubled and scored a run his last time up. 2 outs, bases empty, 4-0 Sox in the spring training contest. 2-out delivery. Hit hard. Whoa, what a dive there by Konerko. The flip to the Herman, and he got him. Holy cow, hang a gold star on that one, even in spring training. A spectacular play by Konerko at the end of 3. It's the Sox 4 and the Rockies nothing. K-line 0 for 1 this afternoon. Grounded out his last time up. Back in the first, begins and kicks off the 4th inning of play here at All-American Park. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios. Glad you could join us for spring training baseball, White Sox style, here on WON Sports, powered by MLB The Show 19. Look forward to bringing you some gamecasts powered by MLB 20 in just a few weeks' time. Or shall I say, over a month and 17 days' time. There's a strike on the corner, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard to left field. That is going to cancel the post-game show and now be the first base hit of the ball game for the Colorado Rockies. Could be a double, and it will be a double for Al Kaline. And for the first time this afternoon, the Rockies have a man in scoring position.
Hitter, Charlie Blackmon.
That is great piece of hitting by Al Kaline there. Jock Peterson had to play it on the left field side. And now bring up Blackmon. RBI chance here for Charlie. He chops it but foul, strike 1. Charlie lined out his first time up back in the first inning. Average now shrinking to about 318. Hit hard but right to Boggs. The long throw in time. And that keeps the runner honest at second base.
The center fielder, number 4, Duke Snyder.
Duke Snyder, the batter, hitting at .261 with 1 home run and 5 runs batted in. Swings and misses, strike 1. RBI chance here for Colorado this afternoon. Guidry continues to throw high heat. He's got a slider collected as a strike. 0-2 on Duke. RBI chance for the Rockies after the leadoff double by Al Kaline. Rockies trying to cash in their chips. They won't with Snyder. Strike 3 call. He can't believe it. He's looking and talking to himself. That's the 3rd strikeout of the afternoon for the Louisiana Lightning.
NOLAN ARENADO.
And it puts Colorado in an unfortunate situation. Nolan Arenado now the batter with a chance to try to drive in that run. He swings and misses, strike 1. He popped out his last time up back in the 2nd inning. Kaline at second base. Arenado at home plate looking at an 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes, and a swing and a miss, 0-2. And the crowd here at the ballpark on their feet, hoping that Guidry gets his out with a man at second and 2 down. And a fly ball into right center field. Coming on is Griffey Jr. He'll make the catch, side retired. 1 hit, a man is stranded. The Rockies do not score. Middle of the inning, 4-0 Sox lead.
Attention, please.
Got a new pitcher, Kevin Kuzman, who will come in to pitch for the Colorado Rockies. So we'll probably start seeing some changes starting now. Although the Rockies are down by 4, they could come back. But obviously, when you just saw the way Guidry is pitched, and it's a good situation here, you may see him a little bit longer. But we'll see. Here's Keith Hernandez, playing in the DH role here today. and lines one to right field for a base hit. So Hernandez is on with his second base hit of the ball game. Boy, he can hit, can he, folks? He can really hit.
Barry Larkin.
Now the batter now is Barry Larkin. On the ground, this could be two. There's one and two. Double play. Two down here in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade. Boggs.
That's hit well to left field. That's carrying a long way, and I mean a long way, and it's caught by the left fielder for out number 3. Side retired. At the end of 4, it's the Sox 4 and the Rockies nothing. Story now at the plate for Colorado. This is a strike taken, 0-1. And the pitch coming on the way, fly ball foul. We'll do it again. Now it's 0-2 on Story. Pitch coming. Foul away. We'll do it again. Oh, 2 again. Fly ball down the right field line. Hooky to the corner. Reggie on his horse makes the running catch right near the foul territory for out number 1.
Colorado, the first baseman, Paul.
Well, it's 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Sox. 0 hits, 0 runs, 1 hit, and no errors for Colorado. Forgive me, folks. I'm a little bit rusty, but hope to pan that out within the whole season. Paul Konerko now the batter, 0 for 1. Strike taken, 0-1. We're in the 5th inning of play in this spring training contest, and the Sox have a 4-0 lead. 1 out delivery, the 0-1, fouled away, now it's 0-2. Oh, 2 by Guidry, a ground ball. The ship was set up and it went right through for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game. This time off the bat of Paulie.
Fielder, David Dahl.
The batter now is David Dahl. With a man at first, 1 out. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. That's fouled away, strike 1. 4-0 Sox lead here. A grand total of 3 home runs, all solo shots, are the reason why. Gaddis, Alomar, and Peterson all with home runs. And then an RBI double by Keith Hernandez. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Was it strike 3? It's strike 3, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis now the batter. Man's at first, 2 down. And a fly ball into right field. Coming on is Jackson. Still coming on. The wind playing tricks on him. He makes the running catch. Side retired. 1 hit, Amanda Stranda. We're halfway through in the spring training matchup. Sox 4, Rockies nothing. We're now going to pause for station identification.
This is WON Brooklyn.
Hi, I'm Mike Wallace with a sensational shortening discovery for better baking and frying. It's Procter & Gamble's Golden Fluffo. Let's hear what Mrs. Thelma Styra, Indiana State Fair baking champion, had to say about Fluffo.
I love Fluffo. It makes such a golden brown pie.
Oh, man, that's some apple pie. Get Golden Fluffo.
Evan Gaddis grounds one to short. One pitch, one out.
The left
Yeah,
fielder,
thank you,
number
Ma.
31. Josh Peterson.
So Gaddis is retired after the first pitch he sees, and here is Jock Peterson. See how long a lot of these regulars will stay in this game as the rain continues to fall. Peterson lines one fair down the right field line. And Peterson's got a base hit, another one to add to his resume for today's contest. Just past the dive of Konerko. Look at this pitch. Good piece of hitting by Peterson. Doing everything he can to be in this major league club. After the Dodgers let him go. Roberto Alomar now the batter and pulls one to right field, but it's got a hook foul. Strike one. One out, one on. And the pitch on the way. There it goes. High and deep in the right field. Fair or foul? That ball is fair. It is, and it's gone. So long, farewell. Home run number 2 in this contest for Roberto Alomar. A long home run to right field that just stayed fair. A 2-run home run, and the Sox extend their lead to 6-0. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Roberto Alomar, this bud's for you. That ball was high, it was far, and it was gone. Home run number 4 in this contest for the Sox, and here's Mattingly. Line but foul, strike one. Into right field, but right there is K-line. And they're 2 down.
The right fielder, number 44, Reggie Jackson.
That'll bring up Asher. Reggie Jackson now the batter. Asher actually made the catch, my mistake. So, am I getting confused? Probably am. Into left field, that's a gapper. That ball will not be caught. That's going to be extra bases for Jackson. The only question is how many bases? It'll be a stand-up double for 2 outs for Reggie. And he's standing in there with a double.
The center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Here's Ken Griffey Jr. Man to second base, RBI chance here for the kid. And the pitch on the way, on the ground. That's a fair ball down the right field line. And in to score is Reggie Jackson. There's an RBI single for Ken Griffey Jr. And it's a 7-0 Sox lead.
The batter, the designated hitter, Keith Hernandez.
Here's Keith Hernandez. He's hit the ball solidly the last 2 times. He's going to do it again. The question is, will it fall in? The answer is no. It's caught by the right fielder. Out K-line, side retired. But the Sox score a few more runs, including 2 off the bat of Roberto Alomar. And at the end of 5, it's the Sox 7 and the Rockies nothing. A.J. Burnett will be on the mound for the New York White Sox to start the 6th inning of play. So Ron Guidry's afternoon is over, and rightfully so. A pretty good afternoon. Did not surrender any runs. Surrendered a couple of hits here and there, but he pitched a shutout, and very good performance by the Louisiana Lightning. So now A.J. Burnett throws a strike. It is raining pretty steadily here now. 50 degrees here in All-American Park. See how long it'll continue. Still no discussion by the umpires of how long this game will go under these conditions. It's 0-2 now on A.J. It'll be an 0-2 and a pop-up to foul ground near first base side. Don Mattingly is there. Makes the catch. 1 out here in the 6th.
The right fielder, number 6, Al Kaline.
So, now bring up Al Kaline. Right fielder hitting at 340, 335, 1 home run, 5 runs batted. Had a double his last time up back in the 4th. That was the first hit of the ball game for Colorado. And a ground ball to third. Boggs got it, takes his time, throws the first in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon now the batter, 0 for 2 here today. Lined down and grounded out his last time up. And that is well hit to right. And Jackson's got no choice but to watch it fly. So long, farewell. An absolute bullet off the bat of Charlie Blackmon. That is the first run of the game, first home run for Colorado. And they make it a 6-run deficit. It's 7-1. That ball was destroyed.
The center fielder, number 4.
Now bring up Deuce Snyder.
Snyder.
Fouls it away, strike 1. Tough afternoon for Duke so far here today. 0 for 2, lined out and struck out. He pulls that one foul, and once again he's in an 0-2 hole. Madison Bumgarner is warming in the bullpen for the White Sox just in case. 2 outs, a run is in, and a fly ball into right field. Who's going to catch it? Reggie says he has it. He does. Inning over, but not before. Charlie Blackmon puts a dent on the scoreboard with a home run, the first run of the ball game for Colorado. In the middle of the 6th, it's the Sox 7 and the Rockies 1.
Your attention, please.
Chad Bettis will come in to pitch for Colorado here. And Barry Larkin will be the batter. He's 0 for 2 here this afternoon. He's had a tough day at the plate. But in spring training, you can work out the kinks. No question on that. Line drive, run a play there by Nolan to make the catch, and Rob Larkin with what could have been his first hit of the ball game. There's one down here in the 6th.
Wade Boggs.
Here's Wade Boggs. Hit hard, a chopper to first. Konerko. He's got it. Out number 2.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, Evan Gaddis.
Evan Gaddis now the batter. Hit hard on the ground to short. And this inning is over.
He's out.
1, 2, 3 go to White Sox. We go to the 7th. Sox 7, Rockies 1. the bench is nearly empty.
Jason Giambi.
And that's popped up first base side. First try for the Big Hurt. Near that bullpen, near that hill, he makes the catch for the first out of the 7th.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Trevor Story. Pinch hitting for the Rockies, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Inciarte will come in the bat now for Colorado. By the way, Daniel Murphy's the guy that popped up back in first, near the first base side, or near foul ground, I should say, to begin the 7th inning. So massive substitutions for the White Sox. Probably see the same thing for Colorado. Shallow pop fly to right field. Matt Adams playing in there for Reggie. Comes up and makes the catch for out number 1. He sure was riding right near him, but Adams was able to make that play. Well, he's a big man, isn't he, folks?
The first baseman.
You certainly hope for the best for Matt Adams.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting.
Here's Darryl Nugent.
Number 13, Darryl Nugent.
Takes a strike, 0-1. And a ground ball to short. Oh, Giambi bobbled it. That is the issue, and he throws it into the stands for an error.
Now batting.
Well, that is the guy who cannot play a defensive thing for his life except first base, and there it is. It showed it, and it hurt him. Here's David Dell. By the way, strike 1. Obviously, there's going to be changes trying to get a backup shortstop for Barry Larkin. Larkin's out the game. And already an error. 2 of them, as a matter of fact, delivered by one guy. And a fly ball into right field. Adams going back, way back, and it is gone. Home run for the Colorado Rockies off the bat of David Dell. And it's a 7-3 ball game. So the Colorado Rockies have hit 2 home runs, one by BLACKMON.
Jason.
That was in the last inning. And now a 2-run home run by David. And they've pulled within 4. It is 7-3. And that's hit a long way to dead center field. Going back is Ichiro, still going back, and it's gone. Back to back go Colorado. This time Jason Kipnitz gets into the home run party, and all of a sudden it's a 3-run deficit. It's the Sox 7 and Colorado 4. So A.J. Burnett, after Ron Guidry was pitching a shutout, has surrendered 4 runs and a grand total of 3 in this inning alone. And you wonder how long will the manager of the Sox keep Burnett in this ball game.
Up next for Colorado.
That one is hit high in the air to right field. Adams going back, still going back, stops it, starts, and that one is gone. 3 consecutive home runs hit by the Rockies. This time Manny Pena joins the party. It's 3rd of the spring, and all of a sudden it's a 2-run ball game. It's 7-5. Spring training fireworks indeed. Holy cow. That looked like a meatball right there. What a contest swing. Mind you, it's raining and the wind is helping it along. But it doesn't matter. That's 3 consecutive home runs hit by the Rockies. They're within 2.
Your attention, please.
Unbelievable. Now here's Garrett Hampson.
Number 1.
Pitch hitting for Colorado. There are 2 outs here in the 7th. And AJ trying to get that elusive 3rd out. And there's another drive in the deep right field, and that one is gone. It's 7-6. The floodgates open because of Giambi's error. 2 errors. And that propelled the Rockies to just tee off. And all of a sudden, it's a one-run game. It's 7-6. Unbelievable. What was a comfortable 7-1 ball game has turned out to be just a one-run lead for the Sox. And all the home runs have been tattooed. And the question remains, how long will A.J. Burnett still be in this ball game? Still no movement by the Sox manager as Ian Desmond comes up to bat. And a ground ball past the dive of the shortstop Giambi in the center. So that huge error by Giambi looms large as it's opened up the floodgates here in the 7th inning of play.
Snyder.
And still no movement by the manager of the Sox. We know this is spring training, but this is really disturbing to watch. Here's Tony Wolders.
Tony.
At 182 average, no home runs, and 1 run batted in. And he flies one to left, should be a can of corn for the left fielder. That's Ricky Henderson, and this nightmare of an inning is over. The Sox still maintain a lead, but by 1 run. Home run derby put on by Colorado. Time to stretch is 7-6 Sox.
Your attention, please.
Some substitutions for the defense for Colorado. Daniel Murphy will be playing third.
Number 9, Daniel.
Inciarte will be playing short.
Number 11, Ender Inciarte. Now in right field.
Garrett Hampson will be playing right.
Now pitching for
And
Colorado.
Scott Oberg will come in to pitch for Colorado. This is his 6th start.
Oberg.
And ERA of 3.60. Whoa, a shocking turn of events. Ryan McMahon will also come in to play first base. McMahon, I should say. In center field, Adam Duvall will be playing center field. See if we have any more substitutions. We don't, that's it. Here's Ricky Henderson, his first at-bat of this contest. It is a 1-run game in a spring training matchup. Fireworks indeed. Line pass, but foul. Strike 1. The 0-1. A fly ball into deep left field. Back is the left fielder. Still going back. Makes the running catch on the warning track for out number 1. Henderson gave that ball a ride. 1 down here in the 7th inning. As Oberg gets away with it. Substitutions, Pat Velika will come in to play shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 5, Pat Velika.
Fred McGriff playing second base will bat now here in the 7th inning. And tattoos one down the right field line. Fair or foul? It's foul. Strike 1. The 0-1 underway. There it goes. A high drive in the right field. And the Sox will get 1 run back. So long, farewell. Then McGriff with a home run. Home run number 6 of the spring. And it's a 2-run lead. Sox 8, Colorado 6. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Fred McGriff, this bud's for you. That ball was absolutely destroyed. No doubt about it. He knew it the moment he hit it. He is fighting for a spot in the Major League roster. And, boy, he keeps hitting home runs like this. He's going to make it. Here's the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Swung on and fouled away, strike 1. As the rain is now falling a little bit harder. Frank Thomas is yet to hit a home run on RBI. Obviously, Mattingly getting a lot of playing time. Of course, we'll see that shift throughout the course of spring training. The 0-1. Into left center field. Coming on is Snyder. Makes the catch. for 2 outs here in the 7th inning. 8-6 New York.
15. Matt.
In a spring training slugfest here in All-American Park. Here's Matt Adams, 455, 4 home runs, 6 runs batted in so far in the spring. Playing right field, now in the cleanup spot. Reggie Jackson getting the rest of the day off. Fouled away, strike 1. Two outs, nobody on. Hit hard, but foul. Strike 2. Oh boy, trying to get that ball. He does. Nothing on 2 on Matt Adams. Olberg set at the belt. Bases empty. A runner's in. Line to right field. Will it fall in? The answer is no, as it's caught by the right fielder. Side retired. 1 hit, 1 run off the bat of Fred McGriff at the end of 7 as the Sox 8 and the Rockies 6. We're now going to pause for station identification.
This is WON Brooklyn.
I won the pennant with the Yankees, and I won the pennant with the Mets. I know a winner when I see one. Like the Daily News' big new sports section. 3 more pages every day. Great new writers, too. I know the fight for who's got the best sports section in New York isn't over until it's over. But it's over.
Daily News Sports. The new powerhouse in New York's hometown paper.
It's over.
There's something that belongs to you, and another 10 million New Yorkers too. We do more than turn a paper out. We're what New York is all about. You can't live without it, so read all about it in the paper that belongs to you. New York's hometown paper, the one to choose is the Daily New York's hometown paper.
Mike Lupica and Howard Cosell for the Daily News.
What's on your mind these days, Howard?
Weighty things, Mike. Changing political currents, summit diplomacy.
But most often, Howard.
Baseball, Michael. The World Series looms. That means more fans turning to the Daily News.
For great coverage and pretty good columns.
You're too modest. There are great sports columns in the Daily News, only one of which is yours.
The Daily New York hometown paper.
Madison Bumgarner will come in to pitch. This will be his 3rd start. He's been lights out. Just putting on the Sox uniform in the spring. And what a way to lead off this contest here.
Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy. Obviously an offensive threat anywhere he goes. Steps in to lead off the 8th inning of play here at All-American Park. Then looks at a strike, 0-1. And a ground ball right to the first baseman. He's got it, strike 1. Out 1. What am I saying? Strike 1. Holy cow. Well, it's a 8-12-2. Line score for the White Sox. For Colorado is 6-8-0. And the managers and the crew chief are going to talk things over here to see if there's going to be a rain delay. And from what we're hearing, and as you see, it looks like we are going to be in a rain delay. So we're going to step aside for a few moments, and while we do that, we're going to present to you a special SockNet program. Well, rain delay lasted about 30 to 40 minutes or so as we now start the 8th inning, restart the 8th inning. As the rain has stopped. This rain lasted a pretty long time, and in a spring training game, obviously, if you're playing in Florida, it's usual, but in Arizona or something like that, it's kind of unusual. But again, the rain has stopped. Rain delay was about 30 to 40 minutes, and we're all set to go and restart. And we restart with a now catch by Hernandez on the fly ball by Pat. 2 down here in the 8th.
Up next for Colorado, the first baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon now the batter. Two-run lead for the Sox. And a fly ball down the left field line, but foul. 0-1. There's action in the Sox bullpen, by the way. And now it's 0-2. It'll probably be the only inning that Madison will pitch. And a fly ball foul will do it again. 0-2 is the count, with 2 outs here in the 8th inning after a long rain delay. And he struck him out. Impressive inning for Madison Bumgarner. No hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-6 Sox. We have a new pitcher for Colorado as Ichiro Suzuki leads off here in the 8th inning. And hits one high in the air to deep right center field. Back is the center fielder. And he makes the running catch on the warning track for out number 1. One gone here in the 8th. Well, he hit that ball right on the button, too. Got a new pitcher for the Rockies. We'll tell you his name in a matter of moments. Howard is the guy at the on the mound against Keith Hernandez, who flies one the other way to left field. And the left fielder makes the catch for out number 2 here in the 8th inning of play.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jason.
Here's Jason Giambi. His average of 100, 1 home run, 1 run I read it in, but unfortunately his blip in his game is the big error which opened the floodgates. The Sox do have a 2-run lead still, but by a thread. There's a long drive in the right. Every time this guy makes a mistake, he makes it up with a long bomb. So long, farewell to Giambino. Torques one in the deep right and extends the lead to 3. Homer number 2 for the spring for Giambi. It's 9-6. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Jason Giambi, this butt's for you. No doubt about that one. He knew it. The moment he hit it, so did everybody else. That ball is in downtown Arizona. And it's Josh Donaldson.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh.
A lot of oohs and eyes on that home run. Line foul, strike 1. Two-out delivery. Long drive in the left field. That ball is out of here. Way gone. So long, farewell. And the Sox are putting on their power muscles. Is now 10-6. Back-to-back go the Sox. Home run number 3 of the spring for Donaldson. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Josh Donaldson, you made it rain. This butt for you. Let's see how far this baby went. No doubt about that one. Oh, look at the disgust by the pitcher. He was not too happy on that pitch he delivered. And Almonte will now come in to pitch for Colorado.
Number 62. Now batting, catcher, Evan.
There's a strike, 0-1. Into right field, well hit, but that is going to be caught. Out number 2.
Now batting, number 24.
Here's Ricky Henderson. Into right field. Will that fall in? Actually, that was a base hit by Gaddis. I had no idea. So my mistake on that. I'm sitting far away because I just got a message on my phone, so I apologize for that. It's that out number 2. It's a base hit, and then Henderson follows on a base hit. So I apologize for that error. Meanwhile, the Sox are teeing off, and here is Fred McGriff, who already hit a home run his last time up. 10-6 Sox lead. And there's another drive deep into right field. That's got trouble written all over, but the right fielder makes the catch, side retire. But the Sox tee off on a couple of home runs. End of 8. Sox 10, Rockies 6. Well, Bruce Sutter will try to close things out and give the Sox another spring training victory. Of course, follow us on Facebook.com/WON YouTube to find out the spring schedule of the gamecasts we'll be doing before the regular season starts. David Dahl will come into bat for Colorado. Has a home run. The big 2-run home run, which cut the lead very, very close, as there's a foul ball, strike 1. 10-6 Sox lead. It's been a home run derby on both sides. There's a line drive, base hit into the gap. That's going to be problems. Ichiro with a tremendous arm will throw to second, but to no avail. And David Deal leads off the 9th with a key extra base hit. And a runner is scoring position.
Jason Kipnis.
And Jason Kipnis, who homered in the 7th inning, will step in. So Bruce Sutter already in the start of this inning is already in trouble. Something to watch right now. Kipnis, swing and a miss, strike 1. He flies this one to shallow right. Coming on is Ichiro. He's right there. Runner will not test his arm, and rightfully so. 1 down here in the 9th inning of play. Manny Pena, who hit a home run earlier in the 7th inning, steps in. He's 1 for 3. Swings and misses, strike 1. Bruce Sutter, you can tell, trying to speed things up, trying to get his team out of this inning and out of this game with a victory. As another strike on a foul ball. 0-2 away, on the way, line drive, but foul. Oh, he got away with that one, Sutter did. It's 0-2 on Pena again. The pitch. And a ground ball is going to be tough right here. Boggs holds onto it too much. He throws the first though, keeps the runner at second. 2 down, and the Sox are 1 out away from escaping this one.
Number 1.
Good play by Donaldson, not Boggs. My mistake on that one. So here's Garrett Hampson, the final hope for Colorado, down by 4 runs. Now strike taken, 0-1. The Sox, the Rockies in this contest today are 1 for 7 when runners in scoring position. Strike taken, and now they're down to their final strike. He doesn't agree with that call. And the fans here at All-American Ballpark on their feet, pushing for Sutter to get the final out, the final strike of this contest. The 0-2. Fly ball into right field. Can of corn for Matt Adams, you would hope. He's under this one. Backtracks, makes the catch, and the Sox win it 10-6 in the spring training contest. Guidry gets the victory. The Sox escape a home run derby, no question about it. Now they put on a home run derby show themselves and win it by a final of 10-6. If you think baseball is an easy game, whether it's real or video game, you're wrong. A fantastic game for the Sox again. Just when you thought the chips were down after Burnett was throwing the baseball all over the place, the Sox prevail and win it by a final of 10-6. We'll see you later on down the road on Spring Training Baseball on WON YouTube. So long, everybody.
This is WON Brooklyn.